From champions versus champions to the traditional 5-on-5 elimination tag team matchups, the WWE is promising one of the greatest Survivor Series, brand supremacy, warfare between Raw and SmackDown of all time. Over 30 years of the Survivor Series. And the WWE is wanting us to believe that in 4 weeks that they've given us, that they've built up for us, that this is going to be the one of the greatest of all time. Welcome everybody to your 2017 Survivor Series preview and predictions. This is Webby. First off, I'd like to give you just a little rundown of what you're going to see this week. Raw and SmackDown Live reviewed the final build to the Survivor Series. Tune in for that. More classic Survivor Series and King of the Ring reviews. Tune in for those throughout the week. Survivor Series review this coming Sunday. Tune in for that. I will have a special guest, Clowny. He will be on the channel. He will be on the review. Should be very entertaining. Always is when he's on the channel. So, tune in for that. Last time he was on here, he was on the Backlash review. He did a very good job, very helpful job when I was away for a while. So, you can go back and check that video out if you want to. It's on the channel live right now. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for all notifications. Like and share this video. And follow me on Facebook at 2007Webby. Now, the Survivor Series. Has WWE done a good job building up this pay-per-view? Has WWE done a good job getting us invested in the Survivor Series? It's debatable. It's debatable if they have. You know, there are some parts to the Survivor Series where you could say they have, where you could say they've put in their eggs in the basket, where you can say they've taken time to groom the match. And then there's some parts of the Survivor Series this coming Sunday where they just said, okay, whatever, we're just going to stick the match in there and forget it. And, you know, sometimes WWE fans, overlook that because it's just a small baby pay-per-view. But when it's one of the 4 big pay-per-views, a lot of wrestling fans tend to not appreciate that. And you're looking at one of them. And a lot of the matches on this card, they have no build. Absolutely none. A lot of champions versus champions matchups. Women championship match. Natalya versus Alexa Bliss. No build whatsoever. No invasion, really, whatsoever between these two. Just a couple promos cutting on each other. That's not really a build, if you ask me. Miz and Baron Corbin. The most we've seen out of this, really, is the Miz beating Baron Corbin, saying that he's going to make Baron Corbin a bathroom break at the Survivor Series. That's it. Now, if you're watching this before the last Monday Night Raw and the last SmackDown, that's what we've seen. things could very well change. Charlotte could very well be the new women's champion on SmackDown this Tuesday. But as of now, Natalya is the women's champion, and I really don't see that changing. I know that, they're in Charlotte, North Carolina, but WWE has a tendency to have their hometown boy and girl lose in their hometown. And I think Natalya is going to retain the championship, and Alexa Bliss is going to beat Natalya. There's no build to it. How can we discuss a whole lot about it? Alexa Bliss is the one that everybody likes. Alexa Bliss is the one they're going to continue to build, because the stronger she gets, the stronger she looks, then the more meaningful it will be when Asuka eventually takes down Alexa Bliss for the women's championship. So that's how I think that will do. Baron Corbin and The Miz, as I was talking about just a second ago. This match, look, that's pretty much the build that we have been given. Who will win? Honestly, it would make more sense if Baron Corbin picked up the victory. The Miz can't get any better. I mean, honestly, The Miz is doing what he does on Monday Night Raw. They're not going to make him any better on Monday Night Raw. Really, he does Miz TV, and that's about it. Baron Corbin with the United States Championship, he needs to groom and build with that title. The most sense that it would make is for him to beat The Miz, go over, and have him build up some more by beating the man that is the highest he can get with that coveted championship. So, that's where I'm seeing it would lead to Baron Corbin defeating The Miz. Now, will WWE do that? Will WWE give Baron Corbin the rub, the match here? Knowing them, probably not. Probably not. They'll probably give The Miz the win just because it's a Survivor Series and it's champion versus champion. It's brand warfare, and this match means nothing. So they probably will give The Miz the win. But the one that makes the most sense is Baron Corbin picking up the victory. Raw Tag Team Championship is on the line as far as brand supremacy. Cesaro and Sheamus taking on the Usos. Brand supremacy between the tag team champions. This match, look, the Usos will become the victors in this match. And, a few different things is why I'm saying this. Number one, do you honestly think that they were going to have the Usos defeat Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose? No. Now, the Usos is really, when you look at it, and I'm sorry, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins fans, but the Usos is the best tag team in the WWE today. When you look at what they've done since they turned from babyface to heels, no question, the best tag team. Awesome. They're great. they have flipped, they've turned the SmackDown Tag Team roster upside down with whoever they faced. Now, wish they had more rivalries than with just the New Day, but what those two tag teams did, absolutely awesome. But no question, best tag team in the WWE today is the Usos, and they deserve to win this matchup. But Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, the Usos wouldn't have beat them. So, take titles off of those two so the Usos can pick up this victory. That's number one. Number two, Roman Reigns is coming back to Monday Night Raw. They advertised it this Monday, tonight. The New Day cost Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose the Tag Team Championship. What's that leave? 6-man tag. No brainer. 6-man tag for the Survivor Series. Shield versus the New Day. Which the Shield will win. Sorry, New Day fans. The Shield will pick up the victory. They have not had their matchup yet, their full matchup yet. The Shield will win that match. Whether it's elimination style or whether it's just a regular 6-man tag, who knows? Needs to be elimination style, I think. That would be more interesting. But Shield versus New Day is coming. However, that's another reason why you get Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose out of the way. Now, Cesaro and Sheamus getting fed to the Usos. Do I like that? No. I don't like that because I'm a fan of Cesaro and Sheamus as a tag team. I mean, I am. Do I like them having the tag team championship on Raw again? No. Because I know where this leads. This leads to Cesaro and Sheamus and Rollins and Ambrose probably having another rivalry sometime down the road. More than likely. And honestly, I think we're all in agreement that we're tired of seeing that rivalry. Match after match after match after match after match after match after match. No matter how good those matches are, we've seen it way too many times. And honestly, kind of tired of seeing it. But those two tag teams are pretty much the only tag teams they do anything with on the Raw roster. So, the Usos will go over here at the Survivor Series. Women's 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team matchup. You know, Raw, I think, is going to have a big night at the Survivor Series. I think if these two matches, if there's one match that SmackDown will win, it's this one. I think they'll find some way to eliminate Asuka. I'm not sure, how. Whether it's by count out or something. I realize she's in it. I realize she's undefeated. I realize that, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for her to be eliminated and get pinned or anything like that. Maybe she gets eliminated by count out. That way she's still protected. Maybe it's by disqualification, double count out, something like that. That way she's still protected. At least in WWE's eyes, she's still protected. But I think that if SmackDown wins anything this time, it is the women's matchup, because Raw's men's match, there's no question. They're going to win that. I can't see Raw losing their men traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup between Raw and SmackDown. I can't see it. I mean, we got some impressive guys and girls on both of these matches that we're going to be able to see. I mean, just think of who we might see. Angle versus Shane. Balor versus Cena. Samoa Joe versus Bobby Roode. Think of who we'd be able to see. The one problem I have with that matchup is everybody's going to probably come at me and gripe, but Jason Jordan and John Cena being the last two. Now, I don't have a problem with John Cena being in the matchup, but when you put Jason Jordan and John Cena as the last two being in this matchup, when you have everybody else that's already in it, you know how much, number one, Jason Jordan stands out? It's ridiculous how much he stands out. Number one, he doesn't belong. I don't care if he's Kurt Angle's son or not. Does not belong in the match. Number two, is this going to help build him up? Is this going to help build his character? Get the fans invested in him? No. Not really. This is going to do nothing for Jason Jordan. Absolutely nothing. And I know I come on here and I gripe and complain and moan and groan about Jason Jordan every time I see him. But matches after match after match with no character build and him throwing vegetables and stuff at Elias would do nothing for him. But whatever. This is WWE we're talking about. Now when you look at the women's matchup, Charlotte, if she's still in this matchup after Tuesday, Charlotte versus Asuka, Becky Lynch, versus Bayley, because I'm sure she's going to be named the last female for Raw's, team. I'm not real high on Alicia Fox, being in this matchup, because Alicia Fox, I think, will be one of the first ones eliminated. Now, I could be wrong, and I know they had to put somebody else in there, but Alicia Fox hasn't done anything. It's like she came out of nowhere for like 2 weeks and then she was in the match. So it's like, what? But just think, Alicia Fox and Tamina, Naomi, and I don't know, Nia, should be an entertaining matchup. But I think if SmackDown wins any match, it will be the women's matchup. And the Universal Championship versus the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. This match, we were dreading, we were cringing, we were just thinking, we are not even watching for quite some time. Until WWE did the smartest thing and gave us AJ Styles, the new WWE champion. It was Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar. And everybody was just, what? I mean, seriously? Does this look like we can actually believe Jinder Mahal stands a chance? I mean, what? Now, he could have beaten Brock Lesnar with the Zhang brothers, but nobody believes that. It's not believable. What's believable about that is that it's Suplex City, 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 F5, 1, 2, 3. With AJ Styles, even though there is a huge size difference, we can believe that it's not a Suplex City F5 matchup. We can believe that, number one, it's a great headline. Number two, we can maybe see a great matchup. Now, there's no question Brock Lesnar is going to win. But maybe the WWE Championship will not get buried. Maybe the WWE Championship will look strong in this matchup. Maybe the WWE Championship will still have promise on SmackDown, because if the WWE Champion looks strong facing Brock Lesnar in this matchup, then it will look strong going into SmackDown. And if it was Jinder Mahal in this matchup, it would look even weaker than it already did on Jinder Mahal. No question about that. So Brock Lesnar is going to win this matchup. Raw is going to be dominant at the Survivor Series, because SmackDown, if you know, has been dominant as of late as far as their traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 matchups, when it's brand supremacy warfare, because they've always had that one matchup where Raw faces SmackDown. This time it's just everybody facing everybody. But Raw is going to be dominant. Tune in tonight for Monday Night Raw review. Don't forget to watch everything else this week that I mentioned. Follow me on Facebook at 2007Webby. Survivor Series this Sunday. Clowney will be there. Tune in for that. And until I see you tonight for Raw review, This is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.